Meanwhile, a new twist in the defamation lawsuit against Hollywood power couple Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. We're talking about the very latest developments in the ongoing civil saga between former It Ends With Us co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. And joining us now for more on these developments is Zack Peter, host of the podcast #NoFilter, who has been on top of this case and arguably has the best commentary on what is happening here. Zack, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get right to it. Now, the $400 million countersuit. This was from Justin Baldoni and Wayfair. That just got tossed out. This is a huge loss for Justin. So do you think that they ever really had a case here, or was this like a PR chess move gone wrong?
Yeah, well, to clarify, there are still 4 claims that they made in that $400 million lawsuit that the judge is allowing them to move forward with as long as they amend their complaint. So Brian Freedman, I believe, just issued a statement saying that they plan to move forward with this. We still have Blake Lively's lawsuit against Baldoni, and that's the harassment case specifically that they do plan to defend against her. And Brian Freedman just made it clear that they are scheduling her deposition for this summer, and they plan to prove that she's not telling the truth.
Interesting. And we're talking about 2026 when we might see this go to trial. Your thoughts on where this is heading, and what does this mean for Justin Baldoni's reputation as of right now?
I mean, I think his reputation is only saved if he can prove that the allegations against him are false. So he's going to have to battle it out in court in front of a jury and hope that a trial can exonerate him. But as of right now, she seems confident that she's going to take this all the way to the end. She's fought against a number of investigations into her claims. She's actively refusing to participate in a third-party investigation into her claims. So it's uncertain if she plans to drop this lawsuit or if she's going to go all the way. But I think Baldoni's only chance is to battle it out in front of a jury.
Interesting. This kind of brings you back to the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, where that was played out in front of millions of people. Amber Heard lost that case. What can Blake Lively learn from what happened in terms of just kind of making sure that her character doesn't just fall apart?
Well, I think Blake Lively already learned a lot from Amber Heard, and the reason the judge dismissed these claims against her or these defamation claims from Baldoni was because she had litigation privilege, because she filed these statements in a California CRD complaint. It was a civil complaint that protected her from defamation. So that's why his defamation case was thrown out, which is a protection Amber Heard did not have when she went up against Johnny Depp. So we'll have to see how this plays out. I mean, I guess the only way we find any sort of justice on either side is letting the jury make a decision come March 2026.
You made an interesting point there, the fact that she filed this in California, that she could essentially say what she wanted to say and that was protected. What does this mean moving forward when you have people in the industry that can now learn from this and follow suit?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it does set a precedent, and people, I mean, she essentially gave people the playbook to make allegations, and as of right now, her allegations have yet to be proven true or false, but she already made them. She gave the CRD complaint to the New York Times. It was published, and the reputation was done. So she has those protections without even having to prove her case, which I think sets a dangerous precedent, because it essentially teaches people how to make false allegations and how to not be held accountable should they, not be challenged.
Before you go, I know you're super plugged into this and you're getting tips left and right. Is there more coming? Because I feel like this was just Act 1. There's something else going on behind the scenes that I'm sure maybe you've heard about.
For sure. Baldoni says that they plan to amend their complaint. They plan to depose Blake Lively this summer, and they said that they're going to battle this out. So I think the next few months of discovery are going to be interesting.
All right, Zack, where can people find out more about your podcast, listen to what you have to say, and follow you on social media?
Yeah, No Filter with Zack Peter streams 5 days a week, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and then I'm going to be doing a live taping of the show in Brooklyn on July 26th.
Very interesting. I'm telling you, always plugged in. If you need to know what's happening in the celeb world, Zack Peter's your guy. Thanks so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you.
All right, we got more of the noon straight ahead. Stay with us.